Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's session. We're just going to get right into it. We're going to look for possible opportunities in the market today, analyze the market, look ahead to the week, and then afterwards, those who need to get on with their day, get to work, get to their business or whatever can do so. Afterwards, we'll take questions, comments, and all that after we've analyzed the market. Okay, so as usual, we're going to start off by looking at the economic calendar to see what the market has in store for us today. As usual, make sure you're using your own time zone wherever you are. I'm using GMT +2 because I'm in Rwanda. So we know there are no public holidays today in the UK or USA. Today is Tuesday, the 1st of December, 1st of the month. So the main market we're looking at is the Euro US dollar. So we're looking for reports of high importance that could affect the Euro or the US dollar. And we'll also note reports of medium importance that could possibly affect us trading today. So that's the plan with the economic calendar. So 1st of December, let's have a look. All these reports have come and gone out of Asia. So the first one this morning is at 8:45 from Switzerland, but we're not trading the currency paired with the Swiss franc, so you can ignore that. But if you're trading a currency paired with the Swiss franc, then that will be relevant to you, but it's not relevant to the Euro US dollar. So we carry on. And then at 10:55, again, these are all Rwandan times, GMT +2. So at 10:55, GMT +2, we have the German unemployment rate. And of course, that's a report of huge importance. And again, just to repeat again, there are four reports that are always of major importance. That's the gross domestic product, unemployment rate, inflation rate or consumer price index, and interest rates. So it's always good to remember those four big ones. So we've got a big one today, the German unemployment rate due out at 10:55 this morning, GMT +2. And we can ignore Italy. And then again, another big report at 12 noon. Again, Rwandan time, we have the core inflation rate at 12 noon. And then at 3:30, we have the Canada GDP. And again, that would be more relevant to people who are trading currencies paired with the Canadian dollar. And at 4:45, again, GMT +2. This is due out of the United States, the market manufacturing PMI final report. And at 5 o'clock, the ISM manufacturing PMI report, again, another report of high importance due out from the United States at 5. So that's the last report of high importance today. So the last report of high importance today is at 5 o'clock, GMT +2, Rwandan time. At 5 o'clock, the last report is the ISM manufacturing PMI report due out of the United States. So again, today it's a question of you beginning to decide what you're going to do with what the day has presented you, because we have quite a few reports of high importance due out today. So the question now is, do we wait till the last report of high importance at 5 o'clock, GMT +2? Do we wait till then before we trade? Or is there a report that is more important than this one's due out before that report? So again, this is where you then begin to assess the importance and the degree of importance of each of these reports. So yes, these reports are of high importance, but the ones previous to them are actually of more importance than this last two reports. Of course, the Canada report, we can ignore that. That's because we're not trading the Canadian dollar. But yes, if you were trading a currency paired with the Canadian dollar, then this would be very relevant to you because that's the GDP report. But for us trading the euro, US dollar, this is the inflation rate report due out from the euro area. And like I said, the four reports that are always of mega importance, the four reports are GDP, unemployment, interest rates, and inflation rate, or inflation or consumer price index. So we have this one due out of the euro area at 12 noon. So relevant to the euro US dollar, which we're trading, this is the most important report for today. Well, it's the second most, this one is very important, the German unemployment rate. But in terms of when do we start trading, we'll wait till this report before, well, I'll wait till this report before I trade. So this German report is very important because Germany is a powerhouse in Europe. And then we have this one from the euro area, the inflation rate. So I would avoid trading prior to 12 noon. And then just before this report at 12 noon, I'll assess the market and place my trade stand. Because relevant to the euro US dollar, I would classify this as the last report of high importance today. And then I'll trade around that time. So again, this is the thing with trading. You just have to take each day on its own merit. Then, of course, we still have a slight uncertainty. The uncertainty is becoming less and less now in terms of the US presidential elections, because more and more states have been certifying the results. So it looks, 95%, almost 95% certainty that Joe Biden will be sworn in January. And I think Donald Trump is running out of his legal options and all that. So it's almost certain now. It's 99, almost 95% certain, but until it's 100%, there's still that element of doubt. So again, in view of that, I'll still only have one live attempt at the market today, because Donald Trump is still officially the president of the United States, and there's no telling what he can do between now and January, or till we're 100% sure he's going out. So one still has to be mindful of that and be careful. So again, I'm only going to have one live attempt at the market today in view of that. And that one attempt will start around 12 noon, just before this report comes out at 12 noon. So if I place my orders around that time and I lose out on the trade, that will be the end of my trading for today. I won't, ideally, if it was another day where there was no uncertainty and no other issues, you could potentially have a second attempt at the market again when at 5 o'clock when this report comes out. But again, because of what I've just said about the US elections, I will just have one attempt. So it's also good to look at the rest of the week, because again, this is a big week. So we'll go to the next 7 days, because sometimes reports coming out later on the week can actually also affect your trading today. And I don't know if you know, but this week on Friday, we have the US unemployment rate, and that's a report of huge importance. And that comes out, it comes on the first Friday of every month. And every trader knows that. Every trader knows that this US unemployment report comes out on the first Friday of every month, and it affects all financial markets, all currency pairs. It's a report of huge significance. And in fact, you have some traders who only trade that report. They only trade once a month. And when they trade, they just trade that report on the first Friday of every month. So it shows you how highly anticipated that report is. So again, that's why it's good to look at the rest of the week. So let's just have a quick look at the rest of the week. So this is Thursday, I think. The 3rd of December is Thursday. And then the 4th. So that's the 4th to Friday. And that's where you have the United States unemployment rate, or the non-farm payrolls. The non-farm payroll just means there's a huge farming community in the United States, and this farming community, they're sort of excluded from the payroll count. So basically just saying non-farmers. It's the non-farmers that they're taking their payrolls data to find out how many people are cashing salaries or not, which is obviously the same as the unemployment. So that's a huge report coming out this Friday, first Friday of every month. I'm actually going to set up a Zoom session, so we'll all trade this report together. Obviously, that will be, I'll post up the Zoom link later on the platform, and we'll notify everyone. So we'll meet on Friday, and we'll all trade that report together on Friday. And obviously, for those who are new to the platform and new to the sessions, that will also give you an opportunity to see how to trade economic news in general, in terms of what I keep saying, I will assess the market just before the report, get ready for the report, and place my trades. So at least you see that in practice for those who are new to us, new to the platform. So that event will be posted on the platform, and we'll meet on that this Friday to trade that report. So that is another reason why I only have one attempt at the market today. Again, because of that highly anticipated report coming out on Friday. So the markets could just trend. There's a possibility, not a high possibility, but there's still a distinct possibility that the markets could just trend sideways for the whole week leading up to that report on Friday, because it's a very, very well-known report. Like I said earlier, it's highly anticipated. So that could just create uncertainty for the whole week leading up to Friday. So again, this is not a week where you want to be having three attempts every day leading up to Friday. So if you take the combination of that US unemployment rate coming out on Friday and there's still uncertainty with the US presidential elections, that shows I'll definitely only be having one live attempt at the market today. And then that live attempt will start around 12 noon when I assess the market just before this inflation rate report from the Euro area. Okay, so again, don't forget Market Watch 2, just to see if there are anything major going on regarding the currency market. Of course, there's a lot happening in terms of the stock market. So there's a lot of information there regarding the stock market. So if you're investing in stocks or dealing with the stock market, yes, there's a lot of information there. But for us trading the currencies, there's really nothing new. We already know, obviously, about the US election. We already know about the possibility of this vaccine. I think we've got about 4 pharmaceutical companies now that have very good results with the vaccine. But yeah, nothing new other than that. Okay, so we can go to the charts now. So we now know what we have to do today and when to start trading, which will be at 12 noon, or just before 12 noon, Rwandan time. Let's start with swing trading. So we'll go to the daily time frame, D1. I posted it on the platform yesterday, because yesterday, when I checked the daily time frame, the market had broken the sideways trend. Now that it's broken the sideways trend, I can now start looking for swing trading opportunities. So I placed my swing trade yesterday. So again, today is just the same. We'll look at where the moving average is today. So we'll look at the data window on the left. So I'll just put my cursor on today's candlestick. Again, this is the daily time frame. So each candlestick represents one day. So if I put my cursor on that candlestick, look at the data window, the moving average today is 1.1811. Although if you want to, you can round it up to 1, because it's 18116, you round that up to 1812. So 2 pips below that will be 1810. So I'll just adjust my pending swing trade order to 1810, 2 pips below the moving average. And again, stop loss is 100 pips above. So that'll be 1910. And that's what I'll just keep doing every day till the market takes it. So every morning Just check where the moving average is, adjust my order to 2 pips below the moving average, and keep doing that till the market takes it. So that's it done for the swing trade. Now go to the day trading, 5-minute time frame. So you can see where the market fell yesterday. This is my live trade from yesterday, which I let run till today. So you can see this trade is still active. So you can ignore that. That's just a live trade from yesterday. But that's where the market fell yesterday. Took my sell order, continued to fall, then was going a bit sideways, fell down again, and now it's trending up. But of course, now it's trending sideways. So it's just hovering along the pivot point. But like I said, we're not going to do anything now. We're just going to leave the market alone, and then just going to reassess just before 12, and then depending on what the market looks like at that time, I'll then decide where to trade. Okay, any questions? If you have any questions, you can either click the hand button or send your question through the question box. Any questions, comments? Like I say, if there are no questions, we'll end early. If there are questions, we'll carry on till all the questions are answered. Hello, Bola. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Remy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm fine, thank you. I have tried to download the IG Live platform so I can start practicing my trading, but I'm getting different platforms. And okay, I finally downloaded one yesterday, and the platform looked totally different to the demo. And yeah, and I was just wondering, last week when I wanted to show it to you, unfortunately my system crashed, so I wasn't able to show.
Oh yes. Yeah. Let me share your screen now. Okay, you can go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, hopefully it will.
Yes, I remember we were waiting for you.
Yeah, my system, you know, it's so slow. Yeah, so, okay, so that's my demo. Oh, sorry, I'm assuming that my screen is coming up.
Hold on, it's coming up, but it's not up.
Yeah, so that's my demo screen, but let me show you what I downloaded. I've downloaded.
Sorry, your screen hasn't fully come up yet.
Oh, it hasn't fully come up, okay.
It's just showing us that you have started screen sharing, but not actually seeing your screen.
The internet has been, the devil is a big fat lie. The internet has just been messing me about.
So it's showing us that you have started sharing your screen, but it's just showing us. It's just showing us that sign that you've started sharing. No, we haven't seen.
It's the. Oh gosh, it's the internet.
Where are you? Are you in the UK?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Virgin Media has just decided not to be my. Yeah, now something's gone wrong. It's
That's okay. It's UK. You know, UK is a third world country, so you can expect that.
No.
It is now with the last one.
Exactly. It's not as advanced as Rwanda, so I can understand.
Don't worry, it's a third world country. It's a third world country that will come back. Has it still not come up?
No. Like, oh, it's come up now. Amen. It's come up.
Thank God. So this is my demo screen, which I like and which I understand.
Yep.
So I downloaded the IG account. In fact, I think I've downloaded 3 different IG, all through the metadata 4. Let me see if I can get it up. So I just wanted to show that. Let me see if I can get it up. And I bet you now it's not my internet has dropped again.
Hello, you have to come to Rwanda.
I know. No, well, I'd like to come to Rwanda on holiday.
Not to leave.
I kind of like the UK. Oh gosh, it's messing up again.
Actually, what you could do.
This is what happened last.
Let me show you something. Let me just quickly show you something. Although it's stuck.
Okay. Oh right, I've got. Sorry, I've got it. Sorry, I've got it now. It's come up.
We can't see it.
Yeah. Okay. I paused my screen. So let me.
Oh, okay.
Screen sharing is paused. Let me. Okay. Right. So share. New share. That's it. If it doesn't work, then I'll hand back over to you because I don't want to waste people's time.
But I think what I want to show you, which we'll see if it doesn't come up, I'll show you something because
yeah. So I'm sharing what I got, and the screen just looked all over the place, and I tried to, arrange it the way you taught us how to arrange it. It wasn't, and I was like, oh my god, I can't trade with it. This just looks so.
No, but what I was going to say is that the fact you already have your demo, which you've nicely set up, you just add your live account to the same demo account.
Oh, I tried to do that yesterday. I did. I went into the file and I went to where it said live account, and but if it doesn't come up, then I'll go back. You can go back. You can show me, and then I'll try that again because it's like I want to trade, but yeah.
Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, let me quickly show you. Let me go back to my screen.
Yeah, because again the internet, or maybe it's my laptop. I need to earn enough money to get a new laptop.
It's because you're in UK. That's the problem. Okay, can you see my screen, Bola?
Okay, should I stop sharing?
Yeah, you can stop sharing yours.
Yeah, okay.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet. It's taking forever.
It seems as if we have to do we have to do an appeal for UK.
Honestly, this is not good. I don't know if it's because all of us are working from home. The internet, the broadband connections have just been outrageous. Right, let me.
As they do fundraising for Africa, we have to do fundraising for UK now. Let me know when you can see my screen.
It's gone. It's gone now. I'm losing you.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I know, and this didn't happen during the course. I've lost. I'm gonna have to saying reload. Post attendee Zoom. Okay, you know what, Remy? I'll get you up on my phone. There's no point. I don't want to waste time.
Okay, Pele.
My phone is much. It will take me just 2 seconds on my phone. Join with Zoom. I'll be back on the screen. Yep, I'm back on the screen now.
Okay, good. So you can
2 seconds and I'll be back there with me.
Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes, I can. Gotcha. I'm using my phone.
All right, good. So now you can see my screen. You can see here in the navigator box. Can you see where my cursor is on the navigator box?
Disadvantage with the screen, my phone screen is that it's tiny. Where about when you say navigator box, is that the box at the on the box where we have on the left? Yes. Oh yes, I can see where it says IG account. Yep.
So you can see I have my demo and my live on the same platform.
Okay, yep.
So that's why I mean that now that you have your demo, which is already nicely set up, all you just need to do is add your live account details to that same demo platform.
Okay, I'll try and do that. That sounds good. Okay.
Yeah, so you can see mine. So yes, if you're having problems, you can call IG because you can see mine. This shows you that it can be done. You can see my, so I can go, this is now the live. You can see this is the live account, IG live. So I just select the demo and then I switch to the demo.
Ah, fantastic. Okay, I will do that. And so if I have
this is now me on the demo, and I can just come back to the live.
Brilliant. Okay.
And then for you to do that, let me just quickly show you. for you to do that, like if you did the right thing, you go to file, you go to log in to trade account.
Okay.
And then you then put in your live login details, your live password. Obviously, you change the server to IG Live, and then you save the account information, and you click login, and then you then have both of them there on that same platform.
Fantastic. Okay, I will do that. I will do that. And then if I have any difficulties, because like I said, I've got too many accounts. Because I've tried logging in through to get into IG in two different emails. So I probably do need to speak to them so I can streamline everything.
Exactly, that will help. But like I said, we're having a live session again on Friday. So if you're having any problems, we can look at it again on Friday when we have the live session.
Okay, lovely. All right then. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
UK.
Bad belly.
Any other questions? Any other questions, comments? Okay, like I say, there are no questions. We can all go and enjoy our breakfast. Oh, Elizabeth. Hello, Elizabeth.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Morning.
It's a quick question for you. Regarding yesterday's trade, actually.
Okay.
So when you did your analysis, in the end you said you're gonna put a sell order below the pivot point, but no buy order. I just wanted to know why.
Okay. I mean, luckily we have it on the platform, so let's go there. Okay, so you can see this was yesterday. At the time I placed this sell order, again, remember, let me actually bring up a notepad. So remember we said when you're placing an order, your buy order should be somewhere above the moving average 50, oops, and your sell order should be somewhere below the moving average 50. Obviously, you can refer back to the recording on using the moving average. But this is just a quick way to remember that because if the market is above the moving average, it tends to be going up. If it's below the moving average, it tends to be falling. So when you're trying to place a buy order, it should be somewhere above the moving average and a sell order should be somewhere below. So if you now bring that back to yesterday, you can see the moving average here is just above R2, isn't that right? Can you see that, Elizabeth? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means if I want to place a buy order, it has to be somewhere above the moving average here. And obviously there's no way for me to place a buy order here because.
Okay, I'll have a look again because I think when you were putting the post up,
yeah,
it was actually maybe I must have mistaken it because I thought I saw the moving average in between pivot point and R1.
Yeah, it might have been the earlier post.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the first post. So yes, here in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, so yes, so, in the morning you could have placed a buy order above R1, but because there was a report coming out, we couldn't trade at that time.
Okay.
So yes, again, if I'm happy you asked that question because that just shows you why you can't make decisions ahead. It's just like today now we're saying I'm not going to trade till 12 noon Rwandan time. But I can now place a trade now because the market could look completely different come 12 o'clock. So it's at that time I'll decide based on what I see at that time. So yesterday was a good example because yesterday we had a report, the German inflation rate that was coming out at 3 p.m. Isn't that right? So yesterday we couldn't trade before 3 p.m. But this is what the chart looked like in the morning when the market was trending sideways. And of course, yes, at the time was trending sideways. R1 was above the sideways trend, S1. So if there was no report at that time, yes, I could have placed a buy order just above the R1 and a sell order below S1. But when the time came for the report, just before 3 o'clock, so like we said here, assessing the EURUSD, so the report was due out shortly. And when I then looked at the market at that time, this is what I saw. Completely different. So at that time now, the market had gone up a bit, broken R1 and R2. The moving average itself was above R2. So if the market starts to go up now, there's really nowhere for me to buy above the moving average, because obviously, you know, you can't use R2 to trade anyway. So the only opportunity I had was to sell below the pivot point at that time. You're good, Elizabeth?
Yeah, all right, thank you.
Pleasure. Any other questions? Yeah, that's the beauty. Well, I shouldn't say the beauty. Some people find it frustrating, but that's the beauty of trading, is that the market is dynamic, it's constantly moving and changing direction. So you might have to make multiple decisions in a day as a day trader, because it all depends on. So like I said, we made a decision now, what we're going to do at this time. Come 12 noon, Rwandan time, I have to make another decision based on what I see on the chart at that time. And then you just have to keep doing that. You take what the market gives you at that time. And of course, I have no idea what the market will look like at that time. So basically what I'm just going to do once this session is over, I'm just going to switch off my MT4 platform, completely ignore it, and then switch it back on about 12:45 noon Rwandan time, and then decide what to do based on the trend of the market there. Any more questions? Breakfast? Okay, it looks like it's time for breakfast. All right. Okay. Pleasure. Have a nice breakfast, everyone, and we'll catch up on the platform, and I'll post the meeting details on the platform too for Friday.